The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down, a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They run, Cook, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Gun! Listen to me.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. We got it. 11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 61 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Gun. Under 10.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. On 1st down, it's Cook. And some room to work. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 45 yards on the ground. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On second down, a run with Breida. And they'll get this down to the 10. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
This is Breida. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after 1. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
21.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins now. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. On the return, it's James. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They run with Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
13.
On first down, here's Breida. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's got it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a run with Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. James now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
One, Omaha.
Now it's Breida. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11. 54. I'm going to come back.
Here's Breida. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here we go.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On the ground, it's Cook. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
61, match box.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
21. Here we go. 11, man.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pull it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. To throw is Cousins. And an alley to run. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cook. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. He's got Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Gun.
56. 56.
Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Gun.
Let's go right here.
They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Single. No gain on the play. It's 56.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
56 right there, 56. I got it.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Mike 56.
4th down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. They run again with Breida. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Come on. You got the 50. Check 99. Check 99. Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A second down throw for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over my first down team at their own 16-yard line.
Now a give to Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on